Let's go. Look at that. Also TV and the arcade. Hey guys, welcome to You Play. Today we're gonna have some ritual fun. Having fun is largely personal preference. When it comes to me, the big subject that has to be discussed is playing video games. However, when I was way younger, my country China had a very strange ban on importing video game consoles and video games as a whole. So I didn't grow up with those big and famous names like Nintendo, Sega, not even Sony PlayStation. Ha, what about that? Instead, I played tons of classic arcade games, rest in peace my wallets, and also countless computer games. I rarely talk about it because it has been such a love and hate relationship between video games and me. I always consider myself someone who's easily falling into obsession with certain things, especially video games, but other things as well. And I think video games has contributed a lot during my growing up to this characteristic trait. I always remember like it was yesterday. The one MMO that ruled them all, the World of Warcraft, came out. I was in high school. With some of my classmates, we were obsessed with this game. And we couldn't play it much because we were in boarding school and we had to attend classes all day long and do our homeworks each night. But day and night, our thoughts were possessed by this game, by our skill trees and by the talent points. We would draw pictures and debate on how to do it better, how to do it right for hours during class. It was insane. And this level of obsession naturally led to overcorrection in time. It happened years later when I was already in France doing my master's degree. One morning I woke up, it was like a snap in my head, and I was like, you know what? This is enough. It has to stop. I decided on the spot to turn my life around. I started by selling my PC and getting a MacBook Air instead. For those of you who are watching and who are also gamers, you know what that means. I couldn't run the majority of PC games, nor the popular emulators for classic arcade games. Then I forbade myself to stay in my apartment every evening after work, and I had to go out. No matter what I do, I had no right to stay in my apartment. Then I picked up dancing and other hobbies as well. In the long run, these decisions have drastically changed my life. I am actually quite happy about the final outcome. My social life has been greatly improved. I've made so many friends who have inspired me to do better, to explore more, and to live my life to the fullest potential. However, life goes on. It brings you challenges after challenges. It requires you to change, to adapt, and to improve constantly and continuously. It can be tiresome from time to time. When I look back at my life, in no moments I regret the changes that I have brought to my life, and never I would like to go back the way I was. I'm in general very happy. But when I was tired, I quite often got a crave to connect to that small boy I used to be before, who just wanted to play some video games and have fun. I'm no longer a gamer. I don't play any new titles. I don't feel the desire to do it. I, on the contrary, wanted to play the games that I used to play as a child. I'm not into retro gaming. I'm into the games that I used to play and have fun. I think it's is very beautifully said by one of my friends, Rina Ik, that it's always in extremes that we find our moderation. I think it should be the motto of my life to avoid this kind of overcorrection in the future. And the very precious lesson that I've learned is that it is okay to kill part of us, to leave it behind in order for me to go forward. But leave it behind is enough. Do not reject it in my case. Final boss defeated.